Hi everyone, so today we're doing an installation of the tuning box for the Alfa Romeo 2.9 QV as used in the Giulia and Stelvio models. Stelvio engine layout is slightly different from the Giulia. It has a body brace bar across the top of the engine, but the engine is the same and the layout is the same, so this install guide will apply to both models. First thing we need to do is remove the plastic engine cover, which are quite tight. They're held on with plungers. You have to pull. That pops off. Remove this section of the air intake system, so these rubber covers pull back and can just be taken off. This section again is held on with rubber plungers just like the engine cover, so gently pull up the way at the front, and then this section at the back again just pulls upwards and that comes off in one piece. So having removed the engine cover and taken the air intake off, it gives us a lot more access to the engine. We've got 4 connections for boost and manifold pressure sensors in this car. The manifold pressure sensors are on the intake manifolds. There's one here on the left side and the right side one is here. And the 2 boost sensors are down on the intake pipes. A little hard to see on the camera, but one down at the bottom here of the intake pipe and the same on the other side. The last connection is the camshaft sensor, which is just in below this main air intake pipe. It mounts into the cylinder head. That's your camshaft connection, and the very last connection is the connection for power, which we need to take the cover off this terminal cover here, and in behind there are some little nuts that we can attach the power connection to in there. So I've laid out my harness for the tuning kit over here because I intend to finally mount the box, the control box, in this area. We run our cables over just loosely at the moment. We'll tie them all up at the end with zip ties so that nothing can touch anything that's hot or get caught up in any fans or anything like that. So as I said, we have 4 connections with 2 manifold pressure and 2 boost pressure. So the manifold pressure, this is 1. There's a yellow connector, a little safety clip on the back which needs to be pulled back. Then you push down on the black clip and pull the plug off. Then we put the plug from our tuning module on there, push hard to hear the click, and the same with the original plug from the car onto the female from our tuning module, and then lock the clip in, and repeat this for the manifold pressure on the other side. So these are the boost sensors, the 2 front boost sensors. They're a little bit more awkward to get at just because they're buried a little further down in here. This is the one for the left side, and the right side one is here. They have the same locking clips on them, so you pull back on the yellow tab, push down the black clip and pull. Then we do the same tuning box connector. Make sure this can go in 2 ways if you're not careful. The clip on the original plug from the car has to go over the angled ridge on the female plug. So it goes in like that, the clip locks, and same with our male onto the sensor and push till it clicks. Repeat the same thing on the left side sensor. Connection here is the camshaft one, as you can see is down here just under the big air intake pipe. Now, because of its location, trying to get your finger in to release the clip on the back of it is a little bit difficult, so I'm going to use a screwdriver and very gently pry that in from the front to help So the last connection we need is for power with 12 volts, and that's taken from this, which is the terminal for jump starting the engine if the battery goes flat. There's 4 little pop clips on the side of it. Very gently use a screwdriver, prising them up, and that cover will pop off. And you can see in behind that we've got several places that we can put a terminal on. We just release one of these little 8mm nuts, just release it a few turns, slide the connector in underneath it. So you can see we've just loosened the nut here, put the terminal underneath it, and then tightened it back down again. And this wire can come out through the bottom, and then we can pop the little cover back onto this again. Okay, so we've finished the installation. We have our main cable here ready to plug into the control module. I've zip tied all of the cables from the box all the way along to the original car looms. This means that nothing can fall to one side and get melted or get caught up in a spinning fan or anything like that. Everything's safely tied down, and then we can start reassembling the car again. So with our installation completed now, all the cables are safely tied up. This little plug is called a bypass plug. It's designed for instance, you want to leave the car into a garage to get work done on it, or if you have any problems with anything, it replaces the control module and it loops all the connections so the car drives completely stock. So to install the module, we need to pull out this clip, remove the bypass plug, plug in the module and lock the clip closed, and then we only need to find a location here to mount the unit. Again, just making sure it's not near anything that's particularly hot or any moving parts or anything that would melt or damage it, and away from anywhere that water would be pouring around it to damage the circuit board with water.